Yeah, and I just said a tear for the chain. I just said a tear for the chain. Light I use to I night ye the streaming, no, and light no a born and ye one swap na ye young share any ye. Tina is streaming I any no. Every video be our officer be article. So I feel ni asan babaka. Yenya light in Tiabestre, Monfan chain. Mwana muosona etiko in Ebestre Mons Monfan chain. And your boapae, your light no and etiko whilst the streaming was ongoing in T. Ayana mode a chain. Now, boa amajumedia no etchimi akui. Into confe. Now, your point number 3. Ana ye can Reaction-Kotoko without the ball. How many of the players and ana fighting for the ball? And no some and ani gusu can a brave video no eteko and our light ni dum ya yet me about baka the day in seminal edebrum. So in the second half, Coach Karim Zito decided so obey a quick substitution where obey those were free now or the abantia your friend no a year quite set a bem. Send your beman finfio or more pre every born on bed dorsum. And they are chain or more born got kunkuta more general. Now, the first issue from this conversation is that what you said to buy was the problem fixed. And a brass said to buy no, the Obewuni said, Coach, he decided, say, set Momo 10. Na enchi meka adabo. So if we are being honest with ourselves, entry when he has the ball. So ball ne da Reaction-Kotoko team no edomu fita. Na say da Reaction-Kotoko na ho easily ball no etimi movie. But se ball no kodi Lions for no wa. Se Kotoko betimi age ball no. Now they the Lions team rather play more than Reaction-Kotoko. They the Lions team enjoy more than Reaction-Kotoko. So the only match I who sense sayaka kraba was Kotoko Kwara. And only whom some form of discipline and dominance in the middle when Samba buy. But when Samba no, the issue came up again. Into the hard dream pioneer said, and I'm going to repeat it. The hard dream pioneer said, Ebanesa, and I'm saying a double penny attacking Tibon in try double another defenders and Suntiane, both Joseph Ablo and Samba Unel. Samba picking a yellow out of frustration because na obemudodo kakrebi anabo na duno and ablo tackles are ablo he made close to 4 tackles in a proper away match. When the bounce near massa church a player man yellow card. When the bounce near ablo yellow card. And the defense is not getting enough protection. Free baby amemeteno. Sekotoko defense need enough protection, no. Because without Adabo, once Adabo is out, the rest of the team is not winning back possession. Now, number 4, the scary aspect is the spaces within the Kotoko team. Obeka say, I say, oh boy, remember positiveness. But the space is not that Reaction-Kotoko team is too much. Kotoko boboa. And now the opponent, Baba, the team. You don't feel the team being compact enough. And in common year did a team that exploits spaces like WAC. A team that make good use of spaces. And then for the Ghana standard of elaboration, dancing with the ball, and you do baby. Obon se ball na ye bono enya fast enya swift ba uko show bi or ye fast or ye swift quick passes obey use space the spatial awareness of the Kotoko team is not the way I'm a panel too much, especially the middle. And there were times the fans were saying Lions to meet the ball both Ruben Hennis one ball one pass. Na track Kotoko front training in abo se bon aba beto Ishmael nano. Na fei bon be san ko Ishmael no bie no a attack no. Enti otimeji control dan no and san won se Kotoko player be press no. And that is scary.
So what tie jeja sanya ni tumwa. Now when your opponent 3-4 passes a show, and when Kotoko shi akwara, omo yes especially in the first game, almost share 3 goals to Kotoko. Too much spaces. The opponent's player has too much liberty. And a baba saw the American earlier and say, "Yan players nenta ki bebresa. Ye players no enclose spaces. Into my opponent in your. And this is the structure. The only part of the Kotoko team that you can feel that they are compact a defense. But your midfield should be compact. Some midfield here compactor. Almost stop opponent in one. Now so almost stop opponent in one. Almost stop here. Let's almost pian the amount attackers. Now mama bang opponent in go area kobashi. Ebanisa your defense will rest. That is not happening in Kotoko. And point number 4, point number 5, I think sir Morphine Donzu and a good game on there. And there the first game of Baba Sports Stadium, it means to make a good impression when Huso. When to me and create chances from the left. At a point, we say there was a change. Albertamo Akoda wings. So that Donzu better number 9. I'm fat. Because the difference in Albert, any Donzu, Albert, bed chire beche born me eboko. It's Albert jiredi mona born him ba unjireni mo beji bobi. So you feel his presence. Donzu koda anymore. You are not seeing that. So clearly, yabo Donzu ne Albert our front 2 omumienu 9 and 10. Donzu ne jina 10 na Albert jina 9. Amwa. And yabo Donzu or wings. Amwa. Yasad niko jina 9 with Albert operating from the wings. Supplies anko amwa. So for a foreigner, a player ejidi say obeboa fix ya sante koroko goal scoring problem no. If the issue of positional identity start say e unity ka positional identity a na ese nipa no ohun baby a obo say obo anim so obo akire ebedane asem foforo. Once that thing starts, it should be fixed. Albertamo ni positional identity. Kwame Poku ni positional identity and say Kwame ya number 9. Just that a jumana ye pay free was a team ni mkutaboa. Bebwani yembokon enu nye. But it looks like the right position for those in the team has not been identified through preseason and through 4 matches at Kotkabo when the season started. Because those who buy a game no breakum no. Yan is a ebra Kwame Poku prime. Other wings being kuma untimin creati. Onwa untimin twin famba. Onwa untimin bully ni way through. Yehu. The oya control with his back against the goalpost and our opponent no dia na chihwe opponent no no apia mayen ne eboko. Ba se wagia dane no wachi ti se the Albert ye no. No dia hoodin ewura mu yenye. So on the left, on the right and leading the attack. None of these positions now for now etimiami how truly Donzu operates. How truly Kotoko can use Donzu. So Yambompaye. Now the technical team no soon find answers to it. Because a player like Donzu, we cannot have him with the issue of positional crisis or positional identity showing up. That will not help. And we are there back if you are Yedema Santo Koroko. Number 6. Albertamwa is the life and the heartbeat of the Kotoko team. Once again, was actually. And I want to go about crossbar back. About Musa Kotoko and Nimonano. Akumani Jinanason. And honestly, there is one observation, am I? Is it that Albert no? You manage anymore. Near money decent supplies because I'm being honest. The kind of supplies you Albert in decent. Supplies are a good Albert nanon any decent. supplies ni nyina ekɔ Albert na no ye de ɛsɛ ɔno ankasa ye bebre ka ho ansa na wahye go we are sa o striker no unya the best from him ɛno ka na donzu ɛda animu a ohunu so no sɛ striker nya ball 5 na ɛkɔ ɛsɛ 5 ni nyina no obi betimi a ɛne ho aka na endru 70th minute ɔbɛbrɛ striker de eduru baabi ɛsɛ ɛbɔ man wɔ baabi a ɔbɛbɔ one touch ɛde ato atenem ɛsɛ sɛ ɛbɔ ball no man baabi a ɔtwe player baako bi a face to face ɔtwe na ɔbɔ ato atenem but was steady ball bi a ɛbɔ ama abɛta mu ano ida so oni obi kɔ wiem na wɔhwiri ɛde ne bo agye ɛbrɛ nipa ne pem ne mu ansa na ɔde ball na ato fam ana ebi ɔha ɔkɔ wiem ɔne nipa ne bɔ so na nipa ne pem no ansa na wɔhwiri agyina ameki sure sɛ ɔntenhwe ansa na ball no watimi de ayɛ bibi and whenever you put your striker through that by the time a ɔbɛtimi asan sɛ nipa no ho ɛde ball na akɔ akɔduru penalty box no so ɔba abɛbɔ ahyɛ no wabrɛ. So you must start giving him pinpoint passes. Passes I have bought a peer defense more all running to space. I could see about to him. Maybe a 1-on-1 with the keeper. But Bobio Benyabio, you're 20 yards away from goal area. Or you're 25 yards away from goal area. Or bet you through box no abre. And it's becoming a pattern. It's our share go our share against Brekum Chelsea. Here be a ball on a man. Na so control the tour but I no enam say na any defenders na free eh 1-on-1 into otimi share but what steady ebi wa ebe bo ama na obe control to na defender ba na be dane 50-50 nyame anko ye defender ne de afra ne nan any player na ankasa into obe to form obe sore no bonso abre so getting the best of out of our betamwa should be a prime and it comes back to something. Midfielders, yeah, we need possession. Midfielders, you passes no see away what. So when you have a trash in a game now, me no dia dance here say passes do send a boy yeah, I can strike and keeper. But I couldn't jaw boy in the first half. Those who turn in them went me and control. Apart from that, me who passes are a boy yeah, I can strike and keeper. Aka striker say be only defender back watching about it. So the chance creation in the Kotoko team. Most amount for Canada, the team is not creating chances. And once I'm American, the number of quality chances it's a Kotoko boy we creating our form. So if you are not creating quality chances, you are limiting the ability of your strikers to give you goals. Nti no see adwuma foforo. Banki ya middle on ya. Ene jawu kakra. Ene kwadwo seti bobi. Ene walid be bobi. Ene pita akwa daha. Emmanuel entry daha. There should be enough supplies. Into the technical team must work on that. And anya sa. Kotko be bobo na ye sa. Ye be wie ne ni ntimi nse go. Because we are not creating enough to turn things around for that Reaction-Kotoko team. Lions are exposing Wednesday, you go Gold Stars. And no steady a Gold Stars were about 2 matches or 6 points. Washe bechem and wako akwasha Swedro All Blacks into Kumasi na Urban and Yabete. They are also going to play like another tough opponent to say the Ebo here. And something must be done when it comes to their job. I was okay with Jawu confidence member. Your boy ni bi wa ese na wo shoot ball ba ko a control ya. Menim se na wo chepo de akoma Peter Akko se den yo. Clearly when nya gidie na e boy so wo shoot. Eno ho asem. Peter Akwa, you have everything. I'm going to be honest. Play or jeboa utimu se odi pia opponent no. Say Peter Akwa jebon no ngina fa akon jebon na wo de ba so. Na Peter. Wan hwe de bia be ka say. Ball no dodo osan na firi wo na ano a. Ekoto striker ni ma na striker be pia hye keke. dodo say na boy e na mpo na anima defender cry mistake no no kan obebo ahye no na dodo say na wan kasa wo chin ya wo twetwen ya wan kasa wo boy a na ese keeper pubia ana ese keeper che no ana ese say tornet ade na e fe na end delivery for your pace undisputed, your confidence on the ball undisputed. So when you GDS match ball match and young unim ye, oh ya dear. Now dear can you say why is on your way in a no one kasa as a winger with the proper goal contribution account, goal contribution then either way assist and answer one kasa will say and no the buy. And no dear, some no me no can cry, Sadia ni nyambe can born ho. And say amba. Why because why you're Jumani in Anfas will be ambasso. Clearly, you have the ability to keep your opponent ni fullback no to stay defensively and they no cry. And now I'm sending your Uber ball into opponent no defender and right back and omba. And anytime you have a ball, as a winger, never can defend and one son of me stop. Brilliant. But the Bema you start here who say you are of age and you are matured. Eh, so we are sad in a baby go. How many goals have Peter Aqua scored for Kotoko? And how many direct assists has Peter Aqua offer to the fellow strikers? And how many chances? And I saw one Kasampa and Shah, which was a way the Peter Baby. It's a saber. I love how you grab the attention. What me the attention in na be go. I do baby I send a ball it me free and anwa. Other players need utilize it. But they are not utilizing. You must add that to your game. Jawudian has to do with confidence. Morefin had a bad day. Emmanuel Entry need to improve on his tackling. Entry unye pillow. Ana onye and then born na ebono. Coach is for jai classic number 10 for nebo. Coach be a pair double number 8. Tiano say Jawi 8. Because you said 8. Emmanuel Entry 8. Even Walid Fusain name 8. Coach is bought double number 8. 8 for me. No mo bought 8 for me no free say. Omo pese ball no say enkuta ya. Obi oye number 8 there or a hybrid. Hybrid ni ese nyoma mienu aya kan boma owe si enko ye ni motimi ye say en defend with me ye, but it looks like Entry you are still not growing when it comes to your defensive aspect. Mechanical no matwaso. The other thing that is still Kotoko is without a set piece pattern. Asemi is serious. Ye twa Kotoko players free kick bedawa ye mbo emma keeper mpo nyim free pom. Ye mbo mo enkobo ba mpo. Ye mbo emma enkoko na mpo. Kotoko nya free kick bia e goal kick etia Kotoko. Because ye beba akowiem ama opponent ni aba akowiem no. Ono na ekofa ball na ba beto nti se goal kick. And then we had some of these decent moments. And then Arsenal, amount for the Siramo corner, near corner. But what is it? And then Arsenal. The Arsenal in Iranians once a born the bona heading. Now, dear be a cabo who be as I say we use to your advantage. Until your teams on your thrower or to throw them ahead to corner. They are creating chances from throw-ins. Because an advantage. Ball a time and space. When you have free kicker, you have time to decide the other ball. And your opponent in your catch chance onko chire. Na almost with space I would ball. So you now have space and time. Corner, yama opponent ni ko chire. Free kick yama opponent ni ko chire. Send your time and space. Into football, the moment I have time and space, you know, as I say, with me, they punish you opponent, you know. Question I mean, no me and you say, anytime you have got time and space near the thing, you prefer him. They be a house or dream selves in Zamaleka. A brass Zamalek, any dreams ball Egypt, dreams go ball 0-0. Zamalek first 2 goals from Michelle Baba has posted a corner. Amoma corner no so dreams for an bema no mapima to atenem. Amoma corner no so dreams for an bema no mapima to atenem. And by the time you will settle, so be pass a baby any defense no the corner show on echo. And na Kotoko more than 6 corners. And what day na me no me no betimi ahwenya me ni makase. Na ya de e ma Lions for no popoe. Free kick around the penalty box. Kotoko 4 e bien where it me the baby. So we must develop a set piece pattern. Yanya ne sadia African yentimi nkoye nim. Because you be boni say ani aba. We are not making good use of our set pieces. Ebedawa over the bar. And clearly there is no pattern. Corner no, it will be long, no match no. You will be short, no match no. Me asamba be see that day more. If I'm being honest with you, that must change. Sansa embo asante koro. And Coach Karimzi to the 2 and him. Coachy, Kotoko must start scoring from set pieces. And then Coach Karimzi to changes from the bench. Now average changes because Patrick Essiedu Bemu who match. Walid Bemu who match. I mean, the changes did not do anything. Credit to the Lions team. Omobane Jumaya. And Sani and can say it's going to be a difficult game. It's going to be a difficult game. They played very, very well. And Omama Sante Koroko, a big run for their money. I heard him say, and you bit me as Ediama Sante Koroko moving forward. Is the job done? No, the job is not done. Is Kotoko far from winning the league? No. Asante Koroko is not far from winning the league. It is still possible. So Kotoko beats me at the league, but a Juma with him no. Aziz Aruna Dari, not much. One moment be a opie by or bepim a year ablo. Apart from that, Lions send a mechano. Omobobo no, but omomfa born in ye bibi. That's the difference. Entina America, ye North Africa for natural no. So omobobo the born ye bibi. Enti say, what transidin, nasa udi diagra or the born baby be the show. Amo waswaye. Lions were playing, but they were not doing much from the game that they were playing. They were not creating much from the game that they were playing. They were just passing, and to some extent, they were a bit ordinary. And only the Lions for 1 year, they were a bit ordinary. They were just passing, and they were ordinary. And though I'm exposed to things in the Kotoko team, but I'm forced the keeper for him to do anything extraordinary. For the defense, I still don't have much issues with the defense. But I think Kotoko is not compact enough. I feel Kotoko is not creating enough chances the way I want it. And if you are not creating enough chances, a manier thing for you to score. And if you are not scoring, you are not winning. And one thing is clear. Clean sheet in the Kotoko keepu. Kotoko is keeping the clean sheet. Because what's the idea? Kotoko brekum Chelsea. Ball and to Kotoko net. Kotoko Lions, Bohan to Kotoko net. And Asante Koroko. And the Kwara last game, no, Bohan to Kotoko net, which is good. But clearly, a lot had to happen when it comes to the goal scoring, chance creation, and other things. So these are the things that I think say there is the need for the team to improve on it. Net Nyashe said Enyoma Ebekoye. Well, Obiweka said, man commenting on the disciplinary issues of the players. Sometimes frustration harding, but I think the team itself need to maintain their composure. The team itself need to maintain their composure because Oshe Bona Samba etoshe ona nenye udi agra referee bi oha obetimi ama yellow osan akọ ne ho kokase wasan ama yellow, and these are new man ketenkete a North Africa for no edewe yen ede ha yen ewe edwumadie no obi Jawu on the wings. Did I talk about Jawu on the wings? I think Jawu on the wings is an alternative, but Jawu should not be playing from the wings. A man is a wingers near to a young maiden. Martin Komanase. Jehu can offer on the wings, but that should be an alternative, not his position. Send as a coach, Karim do to bepe kwambia, obebo so person obo entry, adabo. Because you said ni Jehu. Okay, say me mekan one some say that should be more like a diamond 4. Not fullbacks in the moment, na wing backs. Fullbacks in the moment, occupy wings, you know, which most teams about Obekai Carlo Ancelotti, AC Milan, no boss ADNB, about Gattuso, Pirlo, Seedorf, and Kaka. Into Gattuso, the tackler, Pirlo, the deep line playmaker, Seedorf, the tempo controller, Kaka, and the final delivery. He had creativity with the final third, and he was also a goal scorer. Tikaka shet no creative. Pirlo ne control, Pirlo ne set the register, the deep line playmaker. Na Seedorf will control, na Gattuso the any tackling and interception and the aggressiveness so that the AC Milan midfield will dominate. Into playing 4 midfielders across. Carlo Ancelotti na be Bobby. Ebra no bo Asian, Deco, Barak, and a Lampard. Midfield 4. Asian, Deco, Barak, Lampard, midfield 4. Carlo Ancelotti na be Bobby. So Jehu as a winger na so than 10 wa hono. Me huni ye ewo dwumadi enum. What happens to Philip Amo? What happens to Inusa Adams? These are our wingers. What happens to even Johnson Owusu? Because Kotoko na koto Johnson Owusu bae. Inti adwuma wo ho pa. Joseph Amwa seems to support the team defensively more than offensively. Inti eba sa na defensively to muso ye adwuma no, but offensive aspect na me hu ni ye. For the substitutions and me kind of I'm sisa game no. Wali di mo be sisa anyoma mu e ma anyoma etimi call so market. So far so good. I think I'm okay. Just that senka santi ko timi nya winner kebetimi aboa ama dwumadi no etimi asiye. Obesi asipi na asita. Win number no e ma nkomodie no eye yi kakra. Esen komono, but I think say they will respond in the game against Heart of Lions. So these are some of the things that I observe in the game. Don't forget to drop your comments. Inti ma membra na member kind comments no. Na yen hese ne nyoma e koso e wo ho na ama bibia aye fine. So let me read the comment because send de bia me kan nyansa wo hoi eni nipa baako etinimu. Inti ye nyina na ye kan bom. Na yetimi aye adwuma no ama nyoma akoyi. So yes, comment ni bia ba Justice Oduro say the coach should pair Albert with someone. He suffers too much. Yes, me can ask him no during the observation. Vincent Ado, Vincent Nyabotre, you've brought a comment on Morphine Donzu. Mr. also be Nyabotre. Adwuma na edin enye better enti first game Baba Sports Stadium. It is possible when Hunuso. So yenya abotre. 4-3-3 formation is not helping. Our midfielders cannot win the second balls. And that's how he can change the system. One formation from start to finish. And I say, on also person chere say yentimi fast system ba akumbo from beginning to end. But what you say? Yentimi fast system ba akumbo from beginning to end. SSS system no ye bono na yes sem ye bono na yes sem free say one system wa enye ye eno so ye ono so dia wo de eba me de ema wo e wo eye dwumadie no so migusu a kenkan comments no na ma hese na nioma ebekọ e wo ho na aboama bibia aye kama. Well, ofosu hine so de ne de na ba ma menkan ofosu hine de no ofosu hine so say Kotoko midfield is the weak link. They don't even know their rules. First half, you can see Entry and Jehu standing together, leaving too much spaces for the opponent to control the midfield. Yes. Because I say, personally, I think say the midfield was not composed enough the way that I wanted it. And no I think the midfield was not composed enough. Ninyina entimi amboa eye dwumadie no ene enkomo no ewo eye enhyehyɛ enum no ha adwen kakra. Ma menko other comments. Or say Lions play like middle
middle school boys show ball kwa. This is from Usu Abuaji. On this say Heart of Lions team no. Omoje ball na normal dan omo ball ne ball ne omo de. Agro na omo de, but say ye de ball ni ye bibi ama bibi papa free ma bade. Omo ntimi anya, and that is true. Into bet me share opponent be on one fa ball in the agro. But ni be bounce no wa show pa. Obe show trofo a. The question is, what are they doing at the training grounds? Common pass, they are not able to do it right. This is bad. And also diaba. How can you get winning? Okay, if you play this kind of football, say how can you win? To better kunim if you play this kind of football. One of the best games under Zito. Just unfortunate that we couldn't score. Where Victor Odro upon Victor. And also diaba. Let's encourage them. Be fine. And also diaba. Today's game has given us much vim. We can beat work here. And also diaba. No say game na mananya orishimu. Say team no ayeye. Inti ebetimi asha work. Ewo eye ye dwumadie no. Wo yemfa the few minutes to 6 no enye adwuma we. What is your observation and your best player? Yemfa player of the game no obetimi de abreme. I'll say the game was very good. And also the Odiaban. It was a very difficult game for both teams. I think Kotoko boys did well. If they can't show the same level each game, we will beat any team. Any Thomas Yabua. Tome also the Odiaban. Kotoko Midfield way there. I'm watching live from Dubai. Where Owusu Osei John. And also the Odiaba. Kotoko Midfield way there. Okay. Why can't we play more than Lions? There were a lot of works to be done in the Kotoko team. Hubert Jau was my man of the match. We see nice coverage from TV3. Timpacho, foul comments, Nebra. I wanted to give you my quota for the travel. Okay. Noble Ajamai. I wanted to give you my quota for the travel. Noble Ajamai. But I didn't see you after the first. Oh, Noble. One and I know what VIP or yes, Noble. Yes, Noble. Don't worry. Number no way. Nah, member man Noble. Yes, I saw Noble at the VIP. Noble. Yeah, you man in Trafalgar. Eba Stadium I in Trafalgar. Hubert Jau was my man of the match, and no Thomas Yabua. And also dear what the Abano. Noble, don't worry. Thank you very much for the love that you showed us. Yeah, the number never tuja. Journey to Morocco, and then here see a Befawino and a draw. Still a man of the match. Work will surely fall at the Barbara Sports Stadium. Neymar need to start and bench entry. And here Raymond Kumi, and also Dia or Diabano. Number near 0. My member Shaha and none ye WhatsApp line, and no also ne ye official line ye use waha. And also ye kind of saying lion o sendi mumu kakraba ye beje ne de aseda e de amount ewo ye dwumadi a ye di ewa ha nti konfe video na ya fa last part ne pe why for second one no na ye hwese ne beko number no minim sa asumpo dia me go say but I think how me ba be kind comments ni sisi a me bo ade bi ewa ha sei enti na aboa ama dwumadi no Ninyina etimi akoyie na ako 11. So yes, there's our official line 0536 898536. Yes. So that's our line. WhatsApp and everything. Mobile money BBN. So but I need your number to support, please. Yes. And on the number now media tools is CR so bad network. It didn't ever banner there was home. Confidence, do you know? Mejenidi will be BBM. Ebesika semuni BBM a mejenidi. Raymond Kumiosi Neymar need to start and bench entry. The question of the day is, can Neymar also defend well, just like entry now? So, but I think how players should work on the final decision going forward. And a double give her 2-way more passes. Entry need to sit up. Okay, so there's the issue. Adabo a player
You always need somebody close to him who is simple the amano. But what you say? In team, sure say coach never fix it. Wale Dema should be played ahead of Emmanuel Enchi because he brings more bite up front. Philip Amos should be played ahead of Donzu. Donzu look too ordinary on the ball. Charles Osei Ajimine. We see watching you live from Italy. The midfield is not strong. And also, dear, what they abano. Yeah, kind comments no. Now 6 bar, ya wrap it up. Next, you're streaming for almost streaming 40 minutes on. Neymar overdoes it. He should make it simple. And here Victor also dear but so far it looks like man of the match the Menya Albert Amwa. And it looks like Menya Hubert Jau. These are the two names Menya man of the match in Komonum. But yeah, man of the match. Jau is my man of the match. Good. Raymond Kumi. And people are impressed with Jau. I was impressed with his work rate. They are not kind of confidence. And so GDA. Na boni bi o shoot. Na enye boni nyina na sese o pass ewo ho. Thank you so much obi bia. We so see you bejewu Victor upon obi bia o send a comment. Obi bia o pese obe network asem o so obe send a kakra man ye Morocco akwantu no. Enra out here lawyer Safuduku. O se kotko ye o mo calculations we no. $150,000 to Morocco. $150,000 to Morocco. Where's to see a funny gentle one watching live from Amsterdam? Joe was my man of the match. William Yabua, anytime you read my message, you don't mention my name. Oh, Willie, my body, my boss, man, kind message. You got me the cabo, didn't kind message, you know. Raymond Kumio said, I think the coach should play a double set. Neymar and Joe. Yeheseni and Yoma Ebeko Ewo. I can 1 minute, but your comment Fabra. Now one because se ubed man can comment. Who comment Fabra. Nipa 173 in a good live and so. Ye calling it off in the next minute. Ye better munyina amase. Enye nyanse nye nim de enye ho ofe. E yo don amodoyen. Ye nim se nkene kot compose ya. And Kadidu and any budget, but Lions free Obekaya. Last 2 seasons, first game of Baba Sports Stadium. Omni have a ball 0-0. Your next game was against Gold Stars. And a Gold Star share 2-1, but that was an away game. Way a boa for second midfield need to be revamped. Okay, Jeff, a Pogo, or second we need a defender, we need a striker. Gideon Jan today Kotko played well say on Gideon's note ahani this stream ni nyina 6 o'clock and thank you very much for the love I'm sure amaye nyame nka mu nyina ho no nda mu nyina eda mu nyina mase bye bye.